The last time I told a story about that dear woman, or Ponca called her, talked about her. Anyway, I was wearing a costume that looked like a deer head. That's one of my antennas that in. Anyway, today I want to tell you just a short story about the way it was told to me. Um, I was raised up by my mom and dad. My mom is Ponca, is Paul, and then my dad, Ponca, is from Little Brook, from Ponca, you know, Little Ponca, you know. Anyway, the way that they told me when I started, you guys maybe know you, they said, we have dancers down there at the fountain, like, you know, where we have our Jenny games and all that, they call it, ball field and North Arena. There's a lot of names for it, but I always knew them as a powwow ground. Anyway, they used to have a lot of powwows, you know, every August before the kids got shipped off to government school. Anyway, just to say goodbye to them and stuff like that. But there was, on the last night, they always have 49, and that's a social dance. Not for children, but for like teenagers and adults. Go out there and maybe snag, you know, and they just go out there and drink and sing and dance and have a good time. And one year, they was going to have that 49 in that main arena. And so after everybody went out there, took a drum out there, they was going to start that 49. Here, there was a little boy, one of you guys, here he was out there. And they already started that drum, everybody was dancing around. And that little boy looked down, and he seen this woman dancing. And she had on a black skirt, she had on a white top shirt, real pretty, ruffles, and then she was wearing a black shawl. And she was dancing this 49, and that boy looked down at her feet, and one of her foot had a shoe on it, real shiny, patent leather, and her other foot was a hoof. And I guess she tied that up too, but anyway, he looked at her foot and it was a hoof, and he said, dear woman, like that, and everybody stopped singing, and there she knew that she was up. So she started running. And she was running around the circle, around the powwow ground. And when she was running, she transforming into a deer. She fell on her legs like that, and she started getting hoofs, and her legs started getting looked like deer, and her back was big. Here she started getting those antlers in her head. But the more she ran, the more she turned into a deer, and the faster she ran. So those little kids, like the last kind of character, just running right behind her. Dear woman. And she just kept running. Finally, she got out of there, but that shirt was hanging off her neck when she was running into the woods. So after that, every punk out there looked for her. I don't know if she ever changes clothes, but I know she's got one hoof, and so they said she don't bother no woman, she just bothers boys, because her boyfriend, he was Ponca, and he got killed way over there in World War II, and he promised her he was going to marry her, this Comanche woman, and when he never came back, she started looking for him. Every Ponca hour, she's looking for him. When she can't find him, she gets mad, and she wants to kill somebody. So she'll hide around back in those camps in the woods, and then she sees a man walking like that. She'll say, come over here, and they go over there, and she'll stump him with her hoofs. Or if she don't kill him, she'll make them go nuts, you know, just from looking at her, because her face is changing, you know, from human to deer. They can't take it in their mind, and they go nuts. But every time there's white people come down to them, riding around in their truck. Dear woman, come out. No, she's not going to come out. she's here, but she's like a spirit because it's been so long. And the Comanches, they got strong medicine. Ponca's got strong medicine. The Comanches got strong medicine. They call them shapeshifters, where they can change into different kind of animal. And that's why she can turn into a deer. So anyway, if you do see her, your Ponca bow out, if you're a girl, and you look down and you see a hoof or something, you won. All your brothers, your uncles, grandpa, whoever. Say, I've seen that deer woman, I say, you just be careful, you know. Because I don't think you can kill her. She's a spirit. And she runs away. They even put a big fence around that arena one year. Right in Texas, and they still can't take her. She jumped over that fence. And when she jumped over that fence, she landed on some cars. The end of the fastest the windshield. And she was going car to car like that. So like I said, she's real. But might not much believe it. But I'm telling you, she was banned by this tribe too many times. And they said one year she was even giving kids rides in that river. The parents couldn't find their kids and they went to that river and here they was riding on the back of that deer. Just giving rides on the back. So just be careful. And that's all I can do is to warn you, if you're a little boy, teenager, man, just be careful when you go out there. Don't look at her, don't talk to her. She'll try to hurt you. Anyway, that's my story as I talked about it. And so just remember that, you know. It's a real story. I said, listen, why do they think she's at the cemetery? She's not at the cemetery. She's right down here. They even call it Gilman Creek. But she don't come out. And I said, Ponca Pow Wow. And they could ride around their tracks much as they want. But they're not gonna find her. You can't find her just like that Bigfoot. She's here. I think they're all over the United States, but there's a lot of tribes out there by the ocean. And they got statues put up to that Bigfoot, that's what. Because he's real. And when I was in high school, many moons ago, and I gave a report on Bigfoot, that's what. And at that time, they couldn't find them either. They just had a couple of fuzzy pictures. And so I think he might be a spirit, but I think that because they find his hair and they think that he eats like cows and anything that wanders around him, so he can eat that. Pigs, whatever. But I'm not scared. I've been living right here in Hawaii for 10 years. They called me down girl when I was little because I lived uptown. But now I live right here, right across the street from the woods. And there's a spring right across the street from where I live. And that's where all the little people hang around. And if there wasn't real, Poncas would name them. And the Poncas call them Monotbubbies, which means little people. And I live right across the street from that spring. They gapped it. They don't use it no more. But those little people, those Monotbubbies are still there. And they come to my apartment. And they like to move things around. They're like what you call tricksters. They you got a shiny bracelet or earrings or anything, they'll get it and then they'll hide it. And you say, look, I got my walk with them. So all time it's hidden. And they say, oh well, can't find it. And then when you give up with them, they bring it back and put it right where you can see it. And I used to have pictures around my mirror in my dresser, and I'd go to church or something. When I come back, all those pictures be rearranged. And I know that's those little people. And like I said, if it wasn't real, the Congress wouldn't give them a name. And that they're Monotbubbies. And so, but they don't harm you. My mom said if you see a ghost or an orb or, you know, anything supernatural like that, she said you're supposed to talk to them. If you don't know how to say a Ponca, I'll teach you. It's Wakata, Mavi'i, and Wakata. All you got to do, the way I remembered it, there's a gate, you know, the gate that opens like that, and you say Wakata. Data. And then Madi is walking. Madi, yeah. So you tell the ghost or spirit or dear woman or whoever else that walk with the Madi, that means go away, leave me alone. And they will. They'll listen to you. You don't have to scream around and run. You just have to say, what the Madi? Can y'all say that? Say what the Madi? Yeah, what the Madi? That means go away, leave me alone. Got it? All right. But don't be scared. You know, they're not going to hurt you. They're not going to bother you. But you just got to maybe put a little food out for them. That's why you're not supposed to leave food on your table. Because the spirits are around. You cover it up with newspaper, tablecloth, whatever. Or you put a knife on top. And that will keep them away. Because where I lived, there was my granddaughter, Sharice England. She lived right across from me. She said, oh, Grandma, she said, are you moving in? I said, yeah. And she said, ooh, she said, we have some blue lights over there, floating around over there. And I said, I'm not scared, I'm not worried about it. So I moved in, and sure enough, I could see a black shadow. Sometimes I go in the bathroom, I see a black shadow walk by that door. And it looked like a woman, because I could smell perfume real strong. And I don't wear the digress by Avon. I don't wear that. I just use soap and water. No, I don't. But, you know, I could hear I smell cigarette smoke real strong too. And I don't smoke cigarettes. So I think, you know, and I burn cedar and sage and spray and all that. But like I said, don't be afraid. You know, just talk to them. What? But I'm going to be, leave me alone. And so that's all I tell you today, you know. You can hear a lot of stories about that dear woman. But if you hear it, just say, no, I know she's alive and I know she's not going to bother me if you're a little girl. But if you're a boy, then, no. I don't know what to do. No.